It's Vlogmas time. Oh yes, it's Vlogmas time. I'd like to bring some Christmas cheer while we are stuck inside. Hey friends, today is November 28th, 2020, and today is a day of responsibility. I'm going to tackle this disaster of a kitchen, and then I'm going to reward myself with something. I don't know what, but it's gonna be amazing. Andrew got the lights on the tree. Okay, that is much better. And I just made some turkey stock in my Instant Pot for the first time. I'm gonna see how that turned out. And I'm considering making some turkey corn chowder, which I found a recipe for today. It looks pretty good. Guess we'll see how it tastes. Well, I rewarded myself with a shower. Isn't that exciting? I spent pretty much the whole day cleaning and just doing other random things. Our carbon monoxide detectors all broke at the same time. And so I bought 4 of those today off Amazon. And hopefully those won't take too long to come so I can have some peace of mind. Oh, I wanted to show you what my friend gave me. This is Santa gnome. Isn't it cute? Oh, and I wanted to tell you about a scam call I did the other day, but I went to use my computer and the camera wouldn't turn on. So that was really disappointing because it was 26 minutes of entertainment that Carmen got to listen to. She really enjoyed it. So I'll just give you a summary of how the conversation went. It was an SSA scammer and they asked for my name. I told him my name was Samantha Calculation, and then he pretended to go look up my information. He did the usual where he asked me if I knew about the situation and my social security number being suspended, and I said, no, of course I don't know anything about that. And then he told me that anything I said could be used against me in a court of law, but he didn't tell me I had the right to remain silent. And I said, oh, sounds like you're reading me my rights, so I guess I should contact my lawyer. And he wouldn't even answer the question. And I told him, I have the right to remain silent, right? And he just kept reading and asking me questions. And I said, I'm just gonna be silent because I have the right to be. So of course he caught on that I was messing with him. So I told him, I murder people all the time, but I don't put them in my Toyota Corolla. I actually rent an entire bus and I go on a murdering spree and I just pile as many bodies as I can fit in the bus. And then I toss on some big bags of cocaine and then I snort as much as I can tolerate. And it's just a big party. And he said that he was going to murder my husband so that he could have me. And so I said, oh, okay, well, the best time to catch him is when he's getting off of work at Walmart, which is in Atlanta. So my text now number is a Georgia number. I said he gets off about 11 o'clock at night, and the way you can spot him is that he's 4 feet tall, he has red hair, and he skips everywhere he goes. And my daughter was thoroughly amused. She was making herself some lunch as I was having this conversation. And then I started randomly typing on my keyboard and I go, you hear that? You hear that sound? That was me canceling your social security number. And then he said that I can't cancel his social security number. And I said, yeah, I can. We went back and forth. No, you can't. Yeah, I can. No, you can't. Yeah, I can. And then he said he was going to call me back later, but I don't think he actually did. I think I have text now set up so that it doesn't actually ring if anyone calls me. I don't want to get scam calls in the middle of the night and stuff. So if you're not familiar with the SSA call, they tell you that someone rented a Toyota Corolla with your social security number, and now your number is going to be suspended, which is just a stupid, like, who made this up? Who invented this scam? It is so stupid. So the car is always found in San Antonio. There's trace amounts of blood in the trunk. Oh, that's right. I complained to him that you can't really fit that many bodies in a Toyota Corolla. I like to murder way more people than that. I'm so bummed I couldn't record it. I was multitasking at the time. I think I was actually working on my gravy. I was pre-making my gravy. And Deo, thank you Deo, just happened to give the number to our scam baiting group, and he had just barely talked to the guy. So I called it right away just to see if it was still working, and I asked for the guy John who he mentioned, but I don't remember the last name. So I ended up talking to a Frank Walter. Of course, it's been a few days now and I've forgotten so much of the conversation, but it was a very action-packed conversation, and I hope I get to do a scam baiting call soon. It's just gotten so difficult with everyone home and Sabrina doing her online kindergarten and constantly needing help. On Mondays, I teach Zoom piano lessons, and that's very difficult. And of course, I cannot call scammers while I'm teaching piano. At first, I was teaching Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in the afternoons, so that made it impossible to call any of those days. And then Thursdays, I have Zoom rehearsals, and I like to try to get dinner made before that. So it's just been chaotic. And as I mentioned before, this was going to be my first time in 21 years having the house to myself for a while during the day because all the kids were going to be in school. And I thought, I'm going to have all this time to record music and to do scam baiting and even live scam baiting. It just takes a long time to get everything set up the way I need to and look for a bunch of phone numbers to call. I would rather not take phone numbers from people live unless it's someone I know and trust, because you're going to get some trolls on there who want you to prank call someone, or they want you to call a collection agency that has been bothering them and things like that. In my state, I have to be careful about recording people without their knowledge. Now, if it's a nuisance call or people trying to extort you and that sort of thing, we have a one-party consent law, but otherwise it is two-party consent. You have to let the person know that you're recording them. So I can't do things like prank calls. Otherwise, I would totally be prank calling my mom and my best friends, and I'd be putting it on YouTube. I'm just kidding, I wouldn't. It would be funny though. That's the way I got started with my old lady voice, was prank calling my mom. She has some elderly supervisors at the time, and she did housekeeping for one of our church buildings. And sometimes they would call her and ask if she could come in if someone else didn't. So sometimes I would prank her and pretend to be her boss. Hello, this is the temple calling, and I was just wondering if it's not too much trouble, dear, if you could pick the temple up, vacuum underneath it, and put it back down. So my mom is very good at cleaning, but they were very particular about how she had to do it. And then it was hard for her to visit there without thinking about everything in there and how you clean it. It became like less of a spiritual experience that way for her. And anytime I had a chance to call one of my friends from an unknown number, I would always jump at that chance. So one of my friends is super Republican, and I would call her up and go, "Hello? You want to donate to a Democratic Party?" "Who is this?" "Democratic Party." "Who is this?" "You want donate?" And then finally I would laugh, and she's going, "Sarah!" Sabrina's disappointed we didn't get around to decorating the tree today, but it does have the lights on and they all work, knock on wood. And I think it'll be a nice family Sunday activity, and I'll make hot chocolate. I really didn't want to cook another thing in the kitchen tonight. I just want to enjoy it being clean for just a little bit. And while I was cleaning, someone came in and was like getting ready to reheat some leftover turkey, and the entire platter fell on the floor and the platter broke, and then there was like little bits of plate probably stuck to the turkey. Anyway, I'm gonna go downstairs and have prayer with my family. So I did 2 loads of dishes today, and I hand washed a bunch of them, And so now it's not even close to full. So I'm actually gonna go to bed with everything in the dishwasher. I feel like this house is just an assembly line of cooking and laundry and everything else. It just does not stay clean for very long at all. It's not rewarding to clean. It is rewarding to make a video because when I make the video, it's done and no one can make it not done. No one can come along and go, here, let me stomp on your video. Well, I guess YouTube could do that. YouTube could, for whatever reason, delete my video. But not very likely. But I love doing things where it's actually finished and no one can take that away from me. Anyway, sorry this is not a very exciting Vlogmas today. But follow me on Instagram for extra little things that I might not put in a video. Actually, I never made the video of Sabrina's birthday and reacting to her bike and stuff. It's just been so dang busy around here. I need to get that done so that when Eric finally has a signal again on his phone, he can watch that because he's really gonna like seeing her reaction. But do you guys watch the show Psych? My family's watching Psych downstairs. Okay, well, see you guys again tomorrow, and thanks so much for watching.